Once again, silver prices break record highs of $58.84, folks. I always said silver stackers would get the last laugh, and it's feeling pretty good. But the craziest thing is this rally isn't even really started yet. Like, we're just now starting to see silver's true value truly shine. Silver truly taking on a life of its own beyond all of these other things that it's always been pegged to. And once we really start to break out, once people really start to understand silver's true value and the dollar's true value and all come running in towards silver, then we're going to start to see real price discovery beyond any manipulation, beyond anyone trying to do anything behind the scenes. Real world uses will always overpower any type of rigging, because the point is this: silver is extremely undervalued and it is extremely useful. And as we're seeing, everyone wants a slice of the silver pie, but there's just not enough pie to go around. In simple investing 101, low supply, high demand does what? It shoots the price up. Folks, I am so excited to finally announce that my book, Silver is the New Gold, is now available for pre-order. The ebook version is. If you want the paperback, that will be released on Christmas Day, but you can go pre-order your ebook version right now if you want. I put a lot of time, energy, and effort into this book. It is the complete guide for silver stacking. It's a perfect gift for anyone you want to, plant that seed to of real wealth, real money, why silver has real value. I go into fake silver, how to, store your silver properly, the difference between bullion and numismatics. I go into the history of silver. I go into, so many things, shortage. I go into manipulation. I go into so much. This is a complete, this is just one book of everything I know about silver that I've learned over the years, and I made it very special. It's really good. I promise this is the perfect gift. My grandpa all those years ago for Christmas every year would gift me an old constitutional silver coin he found metal detecting, which planted the seed. And look where I'm at now. It planted the seed of real money, and this book can do that. You could offer that same gift of what real wealth is, what real money is, with this book. And that's why I wrote it. I didn't write this to make money. This is me trying to push forward what was given to me, which is the gift of what real money is. And yeah, that's why I wrote this book. That's why I make my YouTube channel. Every day I'm dedicated to spreading the word about silver and what real wealth is and how to protect your wealth against, a fiat system that's designed to enslave you, right? That's the title of the book. Silver's the New Gold, divorcing the dollar that's designed to enslave you. It couldn't be more true than that. And if you were curious, this is what the paperback version looks like. Very, very clean, looks really good, really catchy, and I really want you guys to get the paperback version. I mean, the ebook is great, it really is, but the paperback version, it's just different. I think that just that tangible asset, just like real silver, the tangible part of silver is what makes it so special. But if you want, the ebook is also great. I had a professional formatter working on this, so it's very professional as well. But anyways, I will be giving some of these books away for a giveaway, and my silver giveaway is still live. You still have a chance to win free silver shipped straight to your front doorstep. All you have to do is click subscribe and go enter. The entry video is still live right now. You can go enter right now. And actually, there's 2 chances to win silver right now. I'm actually going to be giving away some silver right after I record this video to members of the Secret Silver Society, patreon.com/silverslayer. They are all going to be getting signed copies of my book. If you want a chance to win silver on a monthly basis, the last day of the month, every single month, I do a silver giveaway. And, over there on the Secret Silver Society, there's a live chat room. You can get, exclusive behind the scenes stuff with me. It's more personal over. I can, interact with everyone over there. And yeah, and, if you join right now, you could, when my book comes out, you could get a signed copy. So if you do want a signed copy of my book, the way to do that is to go join my Patreon, and then once I list them on there, you can buy from the Patreon and I'll send you a signed copy. If not, you just could buy it through Amazon on Christmas Day. Regardless, I love you all, and just supporting me, even if you don't buy my book, it's fine. But I did make it for more, because a lot of you are experienced. This isn't just a beginner book. I made it educational, informational, and at least entertaining for all. I promise you, even if you've been stacking for 10, 15 years, you'll still find this book, it will still be a good read. I promise you that. I didn't make it just, like these articles. I put my Silver Slayer character into it, my passion into it. So yeah. Anyways, though, let's see what silver's doing right now. It is at $58, and currently it's at $58.31. It was at a high of $58.84. But why? And that is exactly what we're going to talk about. So silver hits new record prices as Trump picks Hassett to run the Fed. Gold and silver prices extended Friday surge further on Monday, hitting 6-week and new all-time highs, respectively, as the U.S. dollar lost value after Donald Trump said he made his choice for the next chairman of central bank. The Federal Reserve Chairman writes to Atsuko White House at Bullion Vault, quote, "I know who I'm going to pick, yeah," the president told reporters on Air Force One yesterday as he flew back to Washington from Thanksgiving in Florida, but without naming his choice. Named last week in a Bloomberg story, Trump's National Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett is widely expected to succeed for the current Fed Chairman Jerome Powell. Too late, Powell, next spring. It's going to be so interesting because I've been covering, Federal Chairman Jerome Powell's speeches and everything for so many years now. It's going to be a huge change. And I actually remember about 3 or 4 years ago, Federal Chairman Jerome Powell admitted that one day soon he could see a currency coexisting or even replacing the dollar. He said that, and I actually showed a clip in one of my videos from back then of him saying that. Like, he acknowledged one day he could see a currency coexisting or even replacing. He said it just like that, the dollar, which is pretty huge for, for him to say that, But anyways, that's what we saw in the market response to the rumor about me. We had a great treasury bond auction. Interest rates went down. So, spot gold rose to $4,262 per troy ounce, some 2.7% below its mid-October all-time dollar price peak, and extending Friday's 1.2% gain, where COMEX futures and options markets shut down for 10 hours due to technical issues. If you want to know more about that or the lore behind the COMEX shutdown, go watch my last video, because there's a lot more to the story than just cooling failures. There was a 400 million ounce order. Just go watch my last video. I don't want to spoil it, but there's a lot to what possibly could have been a result of the cool down. So today's move pushed gold's year-to-date gain up 60.6%. Silver's up over 100% this year. It's up over 100%, folks. That is insane. Silver's up over 100%. So, silver and platinum are extending their strong run amid persistent supply tightness and firm investor demand for hard assets, says derivatives platform Saxo Bank's commodity strategy team. Saxo Bank's also always been very bullish on silver. So has Citibank. A lot of those banks, they've been Bank of America's always been very bullish on silver. Those usually ones, it's like Saxo, Citibank, Bank of America, What other ones? But yeah, there's a lot of banks that are very bullish, even though we don't really consider silver as, money as we do with gold being a tier one asset. But people are more vocal now than ever about silver, especially as we get the confirmation and validation that prices can continue to break records and continue to stay well above $50. Everyone's coming out of the woodworks now and is more comfortable to talk about silver in a positive light. But when silver's down to 20s or 30s, you don't see anyone mentioning silver except myself and people like myself and other silver stacking channels and Andy Scheckman and, David Morgan and those people and, Keith Neumeyer, Robert Kiyosaki, people like that will all be talking about it. But it's funny how when prices are high and all the hype is there, now everyone talks about it. It's like they all hop on the silver bandwagon. It's like, you're not a true silver stacker. You weren't there in the depths when silver was $11 in March of 2020 when I'm screaming at people to buy silver because the gold to silver ratio is 125 to 1. Those are where the true silver stackers come out when the price is low, not high. That's when you know who the true silver stacker is. When the prices are low, if you're still holding your ground, buying, taking advantage of the dips, or if when the prices are low, you're freaking out, worrying, regretting your purchases, or maybe trading out, selling it for Bitcoin or whatever. There's the silver rabbit hole runs deep, but also silver is such an emotional roller coaster because it's so volatile, and I explain that in my book as well. Um, so, anyways, yeah. So silver hits record high with 100% price increase this year, far outpacing gold, and this is exactly what I talked about for years. Silver will eventually take on a life of its own, regardless of what gold's doing, regardless of the dollar index, regardless of stock market volatility, regardless of Bitcoin, regardless of this XYZ. Silver's going to do what it does because it's used for specific things. It's so ironic that my book, Silver is the New Gold, is coming out right when everything I say in this book is finally coming to light. It probably would have been better if I published this and then it all happened, but at least the book is written, like, and I don't even need this book as validation. It's not like I saw this happening and then I wrote this book. This book was years in the making, but you could also check my YouTube channel for the last 10 years of me saying this stuff, Like, we all knew it way beforehand. Way beforehand. Now we're just finally getting the validation, but we really didn't need. We all knew anyways. If you understand what silver's truly used for, then and how scarce it is and what it's going to continue to be used for, then it's a no-brainer. But anyways, yeah. I'm going to wrap this video up here. I'm going to make it shorter video, but go pre-order my book, Silver is the New Gold. You can pre-order it right now. Right now, you can go do that. If you want to get a signed paperback copy, then go join the Patreon, patreon.com/silverslayer. And the cool part about that is not only will you get a signed copy of my book, but you potentially could be winning silver on a monthly basis as well. So, yeah. And if you want to purchase some precious metals, hit up Miles Franklin. Send an email to info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know Slayer sent you. It's a legit place. There's... I don't want to keep reverting back to my book, but when I was doing a lot of research for it and just like all the places that people get scammed or ripped off, like Facebook, Etsy, Craigslist, the Facebook marketplace, Instagram sellers, flea markets, pawn shops. There's so many places that people think, oh, I'm going to save a quick dollar, but then you're risking so much. It's like, pay the $2-3 extra to make sure your silver and gold is real. Then you never have to worry about, figuring out if it's fake or not. And I actually mentioned, I think, 8 or 9 different ways to determine if your silver is real or fake in this book as well. But yeah, Anyways, though, I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I will see you guys later today or tomorrow. I know I've been a little lacking on the amount of videos. I've just been trying to do so much behind the scenes. Actually, like right now, while I'm recording this, my editor just messaged me something because there's still, a couple of things that we're trying to get figured out. Like, this is a pre-copy. Like, I actually am going to be ordering another one, just to make sure everything is exactly how I want it. So yeah, but the book is done though. Everything's finished. So yeah. Anyways, I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.